Hey guys, I was just praying and seeking the Lord and asking for an encouraging word for me, and I just prayed that, if it was a word that was just for me, let it be so. But if it was also a word for me to share, for Him to let me know, and He said it was for me and for the remnant. So that's what I heard in my spirit. Just what was impressed upon me. It was not just for me, that it was for the remnant as well. And the word that I felt I heard in my spirit, that was impressed upon my heart, was wait for me. Wait for me. I believe that's what the Lord is saying to us right now. I don't know about you guys out there, but I'm in a place where I feel I have felt like an airplane that's just been rerouted and rerouted and rerouted by air traffic control in this holding pattern that hasn't been able to land just yet. And it's been frustrating. I know God has a plan. I know He's in the details. I know He's for me. He's not against me. It's just, I've been feeling impatient and been feeling just a lack of peace, and I know that's not from Him. So I just have been marinating in good words today from Dr. Charles Stanley, and it's been really good. But I heard wait for me, and immediately what came to mind was the story in the Bible where King Saul was instructed to wait for Samuel the prophet. He was instructed to wait for Samuel the prophet. He was in a situation where he was with his army, his new army. He was recently, anointed as king of Israel, the first king. And he started to see the enemy's army just start to assemble against and then get closer and closer, and his own men started to flee. They lacked confidence in King Saul, and King Saul could see that he was starting to lose the men of, in his army. He was just concerned, like he didn't want them to lose trust in him. He was concerned with people pleasing. And he was also pressed because of fear as well. He saw his enemies assembling against him, and he didn't wait for Samuel to arrive. And so instead, he rushed ahead, and he decided to sacrifice to the Lord and just let's get this moving. And Samuel arrives, and he's like, "What are you doing?" And it's interesting that he says something along the lines, and I'm paraphrasing here, of the Lord was ready to establish you. Why didn't you wait for me? The Lord was ready to establish you. You are not like a grasshopper. Like basically King Saul, in his own eyes, he was insecure. That's why he was concerned about the opinions of man. He was insecure in his own eyes. He was like a grasshopper, and he saw himself as small, and he didn't wait for the Lord. He rushed ahead, and in doing so, the Lord said that He would not establish him. He was ready to, but he couldn't, because Saul broke faith with him and wouldn't wait for him. So I just really... It's just a cautionary word for us to wait for the Lord, because the Lord will come. Now, it seemed like Samuel was delayed. It felt like he was delayed. He was supposed, it says something along the lines of he was supposed to arrive by now, but he didn't. So it may feel like God is late, but God is never late. He's just, His timing is always perfect. So wait for Him. And then when he told me that, he said it was also for the remnant. And then when I opened up my Bible, I opened up to 2 Kings chapter 19, and he speaks directly to the remnant. Meanwhile, the remnant of the house of Judah that has escaped will again take root downward and bear fruit upward. For a remnant will go out from Jerusalem. Those escaping will go out from Mount Zion. The zeal of the Lord, Adonai Svaot, the God of angel armies, will accomplish this. So I just want to encourage everyone out there, and I receive the encouragement myself because boy, did I need it. He's giving us reassurance that we don't have to be afraid. We are ready to put roots down. We are so ready to settle in the land, to take the land, to enter it, to inhabit it, and put roots down finally. And God is reassuring us that we will once again put roots downward and bear fruit upward. For a remnant will go out. Yes. The zeal of the Lord, Adonai Svaot, will accomplish it. The zeal of the Lord will accomplish this. So, what will accomplish this? Us putting roots down, us inhabiting the land, us entering, us having victory over this battle. The zeal of the Lord. That means we need to trust him to do the doing. And if he has instruction for us, because it does require, it's not a passive waiting. It does require participation from us, active participation. And how do we actively participate in waiting for God to accomplish it? We wait for the Lord in holy trust and patience. We can have peace in the waiting. We can watch as the enemy is assembling against us in peace. And that's so counterintuitive to what the world tells us. The world wants us to panic. The world wants us to hurry up, But God never hurries. Trust in the Lord. And just backing up a little bit through, I just want to encourage everyone out there because, I have felt like this too. Earlier on in chapter 19, King Hezekiah, because, King Asher, the king of Asher and his army is assembling against Judah. And King Hezekiah is speaking to Isaiah, and he says, "This is a day of trouble, rebuke, and disgrace. Children are ready to be born, but there is no strength to bring them to birth. Maybe the Lord our God will hear all the words." I'm just skipping ahead a little bit. The enemy is taunting the living God. Yes. So pray for the remnant that is left. In the waiting, sometimes it can feel like we have children that are ready to be born, like the promise is right at the door. The child is ready to be born. It is right at the door, like it is ready to be birthed. But there is no strength to bring them to birth. We may feel like we have no strength, but the good news is that as we wait in the Lord, he will refresh us, and we will soar on wings like eagles. And guess what? The zeal of the Lord will accomplish this. The zeal of the Lord, the strength of God will bring this promise to pass, will cause the child to be birthed. It's God who accomplishes it. He wants us to trust him. So I hope that encourages you. What's awesome, if you read on 2 Kings chapter 19, if you read on a little bit further, it's really cool because the enemy doesn't even get to enter the land. Like, he's taunting, he's insulting, he's mocking their faith, he's mocking the God who they trust in. He's trying to just break them down, psychological warfare. And he doesn't even get to enter the land. He doesn't even get to fully assemble against them, because God says concerning the king of Asher, the enemy, he will not come to this city or even shoot an arrow there. He will not confront it with a shield or erect earthworks against it. By the way he came, he will return. He will not come to the city. So be encouraged as well that the enemy is not going to take even like an inch of ground. That's encouraging that this is the Lord's battle. Okay? God bless you all and have a great day.